Hey everyone, welcome to another Pioneer video here on Magic Arena. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. There's a link to my Ko-fi account in the description. So if you're able to support the channel that way, it is greatly appreciated. So today we are playing some Scam. So if you haven't seen, Lorwyn has brought with it a cycle of Evoke Elementals. So we have Evoke Elementals for the first time in Pioneer, and if you know your Modern, you will know how kind of powerful the Evoke Elementals can be. Now these are kind of powered down to be able to be put through Standard, but it does allow us to resurrect what was a very, probably may still be, I'm not sure, a pretty popular archetype in Modern, which is Scam, which is essentially the idea of evoking an elemental and then kind of cheating it back into play once its sacrifice trigger is on the stack. So for this we're running two of the new elemental cycle. So Deceit, which is a 5/5 for 4 and 2 hybrid blue-black. When it enters, if blue-blue was spent to cast it, return up to one other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And if black-black was spent to cast it, basically you thought seize the opponent without losing any life. And then Emptiness, which is 4 and 2 black-white hybrids for 3/5. When it enters, if 2 white was spent to cast it, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. And if black-black was spent to cast it, put 3 -1/-1 counters on up to one target creature. Almost, in fact, always going to be using the black mode on this one, because we're not running white in the deck. And Deceit will usually be running the black-black mode as well. So yeah, you cast these for their evoke costs, you get the value out of them, and when the trigger to sacrifice them again is on the stack, you play a Not Dead After All, which says until end of turn, target creature you control gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, then create a Wicked Roll token attached to it, so essentially gets +1/+1. Or you Essence Flux it, which is kind of what we've done before with Quantum Riddlers, and there are Quantum Riddlers in the deck, which exiles it and then brings it back again. Now, unlike the Evoke Elementals in Modern, which are deliberately kind of powered up, you don't then get the ETB trigger again, because when it comes back it hasn't had any mana to cast it. But, you know, that's still pretty good value. You get a 5/5 or a 3/5, potentially a 6/6 or a 4/6 straight away. You get the value off having cast them, and you do all of that for kind of 3 mana. So yeah, and you can hard cast these later in the game, obviously getting both modes of Deceit, which is pretty good. You can bounce something to their hand and then take it away again, so it's a kind of pseudo removal spell in that sense. So yeah, it is scamming. Scamming in kind of cheaper, yes, scamming at home, cheaper scamming. And yeah, then the rest of the deck is just kind of built around doing those things. So stock up is obviously to try and find our various pieces. Kavaro can copy a scam creature from the graveyard, Superior Spider-Man, if you are a paper player. And then we just got some interaction as well with cards like Fatal Push, Thoughtseize, Go for the Throat. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. It's quite I could be persuaded that this isn't enough land. It's only running 20 lands, which, you know, a lot of these cards are quite cheap, but you do have to be kind of wary of that fact. In fact, I am so wary of that fact, I'm going to increase it to 21 lands and go down and Go for the Throat. Yeah, I think just because it does kind of top out at 3-4 mana. You know, these kind of more expensive spells, these are mainly 2-drops. Quantum Riddlers mainly a 2-drop. So the curve is a bit like this actually, rather than what it actually looks like. In terms of the sideboard, so we got some just a lot of interaction and counter spells really. Spell Pierce is good counter magic, so is Mystical Dispute. We've got all 4 copies of Duress, so we can go super hard on the hand disruption for those opponents who might try and combo us out. Feed the Swarm, good answer to Enchantment. Shieldred's Edict, Strategic Betrayal, and Go Blank are our graveyard hate of choice. So yeah, it's a fairly simple deck, and we are just trying to beat down the opponent with cheap creatures that we've got value off and kind of then cheated into play. So yeah, there you are. That's the deck. So let's go scamming. So thank you very much for watching. Let's take it onto the ladder. So yeah, we did rattle through into Diamond. My win rate since Lorwyn drops has been something ridiculous, like 80%. I'm sure it won't actually last. But yeah, it makes a nice change. This doesn't really have any of our Evoke Elementals, but I will keep it. I think the fact that I'm at Diamond 4 now means it feels a bit safer to play a bit more of a a speculative deck, which this one certainly is. I have no idea whether Scam will be good or not. Golgari midrange really is where it's at the moment, isn't it? Path of Peril's quite good in this situation, though. Yeah, give me that. Give me it now! Okay, so I could Riddler now. I think I'm just going to Path of Peril this turn. Kind of clear the board. And then do Scam things. Next turn. I mean, Badgermole Cop is so good. That was actually only a 1-for-1. But it feels so much more. Ooh, you cheeky bench. I think taking the Essence Flux is the right move here. Because if you take the Riddler, I'll just copy it with Superior Spider-Man. And this kind of strands me with nothing to do. I suppose I could copy the Badgermole Cub. Yeah. Well played, opponent. Thoughtseize bug. Sorry. Ooh, and we can not dead after all it if the opponent tries to kill it. Well, that's worked out pretty well. Though we are actually not... We're not doing any of our elemental action here, but, you know. Do you even want Badgermole in this situation? It's probably a bit late in the game for that. Yeah. Me and the opponent, we're thinking along the same lines. Which means they're almost certainly going to lose. So yeah, I can copy a Badgermole. This is any graveyard, isn't it? Or is it just my... Yes, a graveyard. Might just play stock up, actually. Ooh, okay. I think Deceating... Actually, what have they got in play? I might just take... Is that greedy, or should I take one and then also take a land? Yeah, and let's not get too greedy here. Because next turn I might well be able to hardcast Deceit anyway. In which case I get both its modes. Yeah, Fatal Push is pretty terrible against me. Do I want to Fatal Push that? No, I'm going to save the... Yeah, actually no, I'm going to save the Fatal Push. The temptation is high. I think I should probably do it, so... Let's attack with Bottom Riddler. And we'll just hardcast Deceit. Play with a blue, blue, black, black. So if you're scamming with these, you do need to hold full control, I think, to make it actually work. Well, maybe you don't. I don't know. I think you do. I'm going to do it anyway, just to, you know, be safe. Cool. Okay. One elemental in play. So yeah, the opponent's on Golgari Midrange, which is very popular at the moment. So I think I want at least a couple of duresses, especially when they're on the play. Feed the Swarm is a good answer to a lot of their stuff. Path of Peril's decent. All of our interactions fairly good. Emptiness is okay. Deceit's okay. What am I going to cut? I've got a Sleight of Hand. Maybe I actually want Sleight of Hand and I'll go down a couple of stock ups. One more cut, one more cut. I'm not bringing anything else in. I don't think I want Spell Pierce. I might want Spell Pierce on the play. Maybe I'll just put one duress in. I don't know, there's so many choices. None of them good. No, that's too many elementals. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I'll just stick back Sleight of Hand. Let's just have all of the interaction in the world here. Okay, well, there's Flux. We just need something to do with it. So I think I am going to Thoughtseize here and just hold back Path of Peril. Fine. Because now they're going to get got when I... Ooh, they're going to get so got. Play elf, you know you want to. Oh! Ooh! Oh, I'm so sorry. If only they didn't come back, that would have been incredibly funny. Okay, well, let's go Sleight of Handing. I might pick up something which I want to do. Yeah. Again, Emptiness feels a bit of a nothing here, but if I put it in my hand, they might play a creature. Okay, so I could go for the Throat Bat, but if I Emptiness it, it just becomes a useless... So it'll become a 2/4, then it'll become a -1/1, and so it won't grow anything. So I am tempted to actually just leave it. Because then I get value off my Emptiness. Okay. Or I just Deceit instead. Now that I am possibly more interested in. Trouble is, if I Deceit... Deceit is probably better as a later game thing. So yeah, let's Emptiness. So... I'll play black. Triggers go on the stack. Target creature. Let that resolve. Essence Flux, the Emptiness. Marvellous. Okay, well, I've got options now. Yeah, Deceit it's not doing much at the moment. I'd really rather you didn't, to be honest. I can kill the Mutavores at least. I'm one turn away from this working, but I need to draw a land. Unfortunately, I can't. At the moment, I can't do both things, so. I think we just try. Okay, now playing Deceit feels better. Because I can bounce that. Which might just be the right thing to do here. So they go to 10. Oh yeah, so I could just hardcast Deceit now, which I think I will. So, bounce the token, have a look in their hand, take their Sentinel, attack. And now their Annex is staring them down the barrel of quite a lot of damage. Like, yeah, they could take that, but they take damage to do it. Okay, you got a double block. They're not dead. We've got 3 cards. They're dead. Ah, there we are. We're scamming, and it's worked so far. I like it. But Lorwyn is just so cool. There's so many fun cards to try out from this set. And like, yeah, they're not all going to be bangers, and some of them might not work, but such a good set. So many different interesting designs. And then we're staring down the barrel of turtles. I will take the Emptiness for now. I do need a land, but I kept this one lander because I had 2 sleight of hands, which does in total let me look at 5 cards for my second land. So, you know, we remain forever hopeful. Ooh. Not good. Leave my hand alone. It's an interesting choice. Okay. Well, I mean, that's just, like, ridiculous. I mean, I know I said we were running a relatively low land count, but I looked at a lot of cards there. Oh, it's Greasefang. Okay, that's fun. There's nothing in the bin yet. Yeah, so I might just Thoughtseize them here with Deceit. No, that's not fun. Big old full stop on that fun. I'm dicing with death here, but I'm going to Quantum Riddler instead of playing another. I still don't have any white mana. Yeah. Ah! Fine. That's such a premature concession. I love it. Okay. I'll put in Strategic Betrayal and go blank. Those are our graveyard hate of choice. That'll probably do, to be honest. I don't want Duress, because they might only have vehicles in their hand. Path of Peril's not very good. Fatal Push is situationally okay. How do I feel about Shieldred's Edict? Yeah, maybe I'll trim all of the pushes and go for the throat, Shieldred's Edict, and my graveyard hate. Okay, that is better. So I could keep. Probably Emptiness is probably the weakest card in this hand. Just because sorcery speed removal isn't really where you want to be at against Greasefang. Well, it's possible this may not work at all, to be honest, because I don't have any graveyard hate or interaction, really. I'm just kind of doing my thing. But if they take my Quantum Riddler, I don't really have anything. Just more not dead after all. Yeah, well, this is the danger of playing Scam, I suppose. Sometimes you're just scamming nothing. FOMO. Okay, well, it's not a Parhelion, at least. Okay, well, that's something. So yeah, just play another land. If they could avoid interacting with my hand this turn, that would be tippy-toppy. Oh, for God's sake! Stop it! Yes. Stock up's not nothing. Oh boy. Yes, fine. I'll take a land on Oswara. Oh. That is pure pain. Pain personified, yes. I mean, feel free. Okay, now we can do a thing. So, go to full control. Black, black, play Deceit. Play with black, black. Resolve. Show me your hands, sir. Whoops. Oh no. I do have to choose one, don't I? Yes. Well, go on. I'll get rid of the Parhelion for you. I'm generous like that. Well, I mean, if you could avoid just like, okay. Well, it's not Greasefang, if nothing else, it's not Greasefang. I do wish Parhelion hadn't been the only card. No. Okay, now I feel a bit better. So. Let's send in the Deceit. Okay, probably a bit late for that. So save 1 damage, kill something that might have Delirium. And they've got High Noon as well, which actually is not a million miles away from just doing me 5 damage. I think I'm going to kill the Harvester. Okay, so here, now what I can do here, and this is fun, is I will attack with Deceit. Then, because regardless of whether it's a copy or not, what I'll do first, play Ochwara. And I'm kind of just relying on them not drawing a Greasefang now, but at least I don't think they have anything there in their graveyard worth copying. No. Okay, so copying Deceit here, I get both of its modes. Because I've done the mana costs. Yes! You can't kill me! Very good. Whew. Maybe killing the Bloodtide Harvester there was a mistake, because it gave them Delirium. I should have checked their graveyard first. I just assumed they already had a creature in it, but they didn't. Either way, it worked out, but you could argue either way there. Well, so far it's definitely been Deceit rather than Emptiness that's been doing the hard yards, but there's still time for you to shine, my friend. This is a tough one because I would obviously like the Essence Flux to do Emptiness things, but I think I've got to hit land drops. Okay, that's not a huge problem. What would I take if I were the opponent? There aren't really any good options here. Because I've got a gamut of removal. Yeah, Emptiness is probably the best shout. I don't think it's great. Take another Dark Slick Shores, that's nice. Give me stock up next turn, potentially. Okay. Oh. Alright. These look at 5 cards things have been very weird. I'm not sure I'm not appreciating this at all, to be honest. Again, it's a terrible choice for my opponent. Okay, fair enough. Okay, well there's an Emptiness. Which is exactly what I feel when looking at this hand. they Thought Seize me again, I'm going to be furious. No targets. This is why Deceit is... I don't know why. Every time I've had Emptiness plus a thing... a scam spell, it's just had no targets. I don't want to cast it onto empty board. They've clearly got a handful of removal. Just stare each other down for a bit. Fine. Annex yourself to death, see if I can. See, having said, I think, a couple of videos that Rakdos sort of mid-range wasn't really a thing anymore, it's now insisted on becoming a thing again. Which is interesting. Well, that's the target. And so's that. My god, so many targets. They're going to try and run me out of removal, and it's not going to work. Okay, well, let's start with... Fatal Push on the Harvester. And go to end step. I'll go to 10. I'll go to my turn. Okay, let's go to full control. Black, black, emptiness. Pale black, black. You don't have a counter spell. Kill FOMO. Submit 1. Oh, sure, I'm not dead after all on my emptiness. Come back with a wicked roll. Yeah, do you know what? I think a sneaky thing about this deck is just how bad Fatal Push is against it. Like, they just can't kill any of my creatures. It's really bad. Okay, that's not that interesting. Now, Preacher is quite interesting. Because it has Death Touch. I'm going to put a stop on their end step. I'm going to wait for them to draw. Then I'm going to kill it. That way they can't activate the Mutavault in response to me having tapped out of my Go for the Throats. Draw. They lose the life. I kill the Preacher. Doing a bit too much land here. Yeah, I could do with the Deceit, to be honest. Still not dead. But yeah, I'm now out of, like... Well, I'm not out of removal spells, but... So I'll kill that, force them to activate the Mutavault. I really need a thing that I can do, not just nothing. It's alright, it's not great. Oh, God. I mean, yes, hilarious. They have 2 fatal pushes that don't do anything, but I think I'm going to have to take that. Annex. Yeah, this one's not looking great. I've just drawn really badly. Like, where the heck are all my elementals? I've had one... Yeah, I've had 2 emptinesses. Yeah. Okay, those probably do me for now, because they can play Shieldred, start gaining more life than they're losing. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's move on from this one. Tough top decks there. So this is Rakdos Midrange, and Rakdos Midrange requires Spell Pierce, Feed the Swarm, and I'm on the plane, so I definitely want Fatal Push. I want all of my interaction really. Path of Peril. I don't think I need it. I've got enough other interaction. I'm not that fussed. Do I go down an Emptiness as well? I think I will. I will keep this hand. That might be a mistake. Okay, that's interesting. What is that? Yeah, I'll take a second Emptiness. Yay! Things that can actually do things. I'm excited. I'm excited for things. Ooh. Ooh, Deceit is also quite tempting. Deceit is better to Flux as well. Yeah. Ooh, nearly didn't put it on full control. Again, I'm still not entirely sure I have to, but I'm not going to take the risk. This can hit an Annex now as well, which is probably worth it. Yeah. So I'll take that. I'll resolve. I'll Flux my Deceit. Yes, it's an Urborg. Oh god, I don't have the mana to do all of that. I can't, because I've... Oh no, I do. I've got Urborg. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody panic. Okay. Let's... Black, black. We'll go to full control again. Emptiness. Take out that. Submit. Resolve. Not dead after all. Oh, I don't have to lose the life too. Ah, Urborg. You're so good. Okay, everything is coming up scam. Hopefully they'll play Shieldred now. Perfect. Yeah, I'll just kill it, to be honest, before I draw. I think I'm almost certainly going to do that regardless. Okay, that's nice. Lets me protect one of my creatures from removal. Ooh, they're feeling aggy. Well, they might just not attack again, I suppose. Yeah, that makes sense. Another Fable, sure thing. So I could get... Yeah, so I could get a creature out the way here, which would probably be the... I could just clear their board, is the thing, because if I emptiness one thing, kill another, then they're forced into a situation where they have to block. So yeah, it's emptiness that. Fatal push that. They have to block. Take 4. Now they need to kill both my creatures, or play 2 creatures of their own. And they got some cards to look at that, for sure, but... No. Cool. Okay, we'll go to game 3. So, I want a couple of duresses on the draw. I'm kind of happy taking out an emptiness, I think. Do I want Path of Peril? What does Path of Peril hit? Path of Peril hits Reflections, Fable tokens, Phomos, Blood Tithe Harvesters, Demon tokens. I just don't know if I need it. I've got so much other removal. Yeah, I think the 2 duresses in is fine. Take out a couple of stock ups on the draw. Yes, don't think so. Okay, it's a bit better. Am I just going to go all in and risk putting back a land? I think I am. Should have put back one of the other spells. Wild, wild punishment, but I'm sure I probably deserve it. Okay, let's play Deceit. Take a look at my hand. Take the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I assumed they were going to hit my hand. That's why I wanted to stop. I mean, thank God. I was going to say I can justify to myself what I like. It was a bad move, but do you know what? It might work out. So play Emptiness. I'll take out the Blood Tithe Harvester. Play Not Dead after all. Ooh, he's empty. Haven't yet been punished for my poor choices, we shall see. Okay, another FOMO is going to be a little scary. Okay, Delirium's online now. So yeah, it's going to be a pretty brutal attack. These verges, yes, the verges are on, so I can just do this first. Okay, yeah, I'll just take two fatal pushes, that's pretty good. I won't make any attacks this turn. Okay. Don't love it. So they can fire up the Mutavault. I will kill it. Depends how spicy they're feeling. Put a stop on there instead. Yeah, if they don't activate the Mutavault, we'll kill one of their FOMOs at the end of turn. Nice. In which case, I shall eat with fear of missing out. What are they doing here? Interesting. Okay. Draw. Go to 16. Push the other FOMO. I mean, that's fine. You've already drawn your card, so I'm gonna help you. Yeesh. Yeah, a bit high on the fluxes at the moment. Really need another elemental or a quantum riddler or something. I think they might just unlock the annex. Really annoying that they can do both here. Yeah. I think I'm kind of forced into a position where I kill the 6/6. No, this one I think has got beyond us. Unfortunately, just a few too many scam pieces and not enough actual action. Which is a shame. Still, close. Could have been very different with a slightly better draw. And probably a bit late for that, but let's go look it anyway. Yes. Ah well. 2-1 with a pretty speculative deck is not too bad. That could have been a lot worse. And it was enormous fun to play. Scamming is so much fun. And these elementals, they feel very good. I mean, as I said before, they are nowhere near as good as the Modern Horizons ones, but they're not supposed to be. So, you know, you kind of expect that. Give me a pack. So we'll open some packs. And a golden pack too. 6 command. Yeah, I should try some Azorius Burfolk at some point. And Grub's command. Not sure about goblins so much. And we'll open the golden pack as well. Kin Binding. What does this one do? Okay. It's 5 mana, therefore not very interesting. Adept Water Shaper. Rakdos there. Goliath Daydreamer. Okay. Yeah, no, that felt... I mean, it's, you know, it's a very speculative early version of Scam with the elementals. Like, it's probably needs quite a lot of work if it's going to be a viable deck, but Deceit felt great. Emptiness felt a bit weak early on, but then kind of came into its own a little bit. But yeah, I think Deceit is underestimated as an elemental because it's kind of good in the early game and good in the late game, because in the late game, if you hardcast it, which we did a few times, you can bounce and then take the card. So like even then, it's like 5/5 with a kind of removal for any non-land permanent attached to it, which is pretty good. And then early in the game, if you can kind of do the scamming thing as well. Yeah, no, on the whole, I really like the design of these, and I think they are powerful cards. Probably need a bit of work to find their actual kind of niche, but this scamming feels like a good start. You know, it's a kind of tried and tested approach in kind of Evoke Elementals decks. But yeah, that was really good fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. So here's the deck list one more time, and it's in the description as usual. So let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. Contribute to the coffee account if you can, and I'll see you next time.